What's up, lads? My name's Liam from the Fat Lad Sports Team, and welcome to the first episode of the Weekend Roundup. This is a new project that me and Sam have been thinking about working on, where we recap the key results from the weekend, talking points, as well as how our bets got on. So this is the first episode of that, and let's start with the first game of the EFL weekend, which was Huddersfield versus Burnley, a new look Burnley underneath new manager Vincent Kompany. They've made a few good signings, and from what I saw, it's a different Burnley to what we're used to. It's more possession based. They had some good little players in there. They spent a bit of money, but obviously offloaded players, so it's all kind of the money they've got from transfers like Ben Mee, Tarkowski, Nick Pope. I know they didn't get too much for a couple of those players, but overall it's just money that's come in from sales. So they've got a good team. They look like they played some good football. They won 1-0 on the Friday night through the young left back Mattison. I think he's on loan from maybe Chelsea. He looked like a tidy little player getting up and down the pitch, and he's got himself a goal. So that was the start of the weekend. And then moving on to Saturday, we had Liverpool versus City in the glorified friendly, which is the Community Shield. But unfortunately no one told Darwin Núñez that when he took his shirt off in the 90th minute and got a booking. Darwin, it's a friendly, pal. Calm yourself down. Thank you very much. But yeah, Liverpool won 3-1. That was at the King Power Stadium. Moving on from there, we had another relegated side from the Premier League last year. First game in the Championship, which is Norwich City. I was expecting them to win away at Cardiff, who have gone under the radar a little bit with some of their transfers. They don't seem like they're favoured for top six or anything, so I thought that was quite a surprise result. I saw Norwich fans on Twitter weren't very happy with the performance. I saw a lot of fans went up there, so they wouldn't have been very happy at all. Romain Sawyer's got the goal. Looked like it went through a couple of bodies. Looked like Tim Crawford saved it, but maybe got put off by the defenders in the way, throwing legs at it. Cardiff ended up with a red card in that game. Hell of a surname. It's literally just the initials NG, pronounced NG apparently by the guy on ITV highlights. So NG got a red card for a couple of yellows, and Grant Hanley got a couple of yellows, which got him sent off as well. So they were the key results in the Championship that stood out for me. Recently relegated Burnley beating Huddersfield, as well as relegated Norwich losing away at Cardiff. Moving on to League One, a couple of results there that stood out for me. Derby County have been a talking point this season, like over the pre-season with Liam Senior. Rooney obviously stepping away, the new owners coming in and going, and it was just a bit of a big time story across the news. They've ended up with obviously a new owner. Rosenior's taken charge for the time being. I don't know if that's going to be a permanent role if he carries on getting results like this. It could potentially be, but they've signed some brilliant players going off their previous careers, whether they're still up for it at the age they are now. But a couple of the signings, brilliant, and one of those being Conor Hourihane, who got his goal in the 80th minute against Oxford, who are a decent side as well. So a 1-0 home win for Derby County is actually a very good result there. So if they can kick on, I think it's going to be 50-50. Obviously, if they do really well, they've got the team to go and get promoted straight away. But yeah, it'll be a long-term thing. We'll have to check that in within the next few months. The other game that stood out for me was Wednesday Pompey, probably game of the day. We had a 3-3 draw there, and Lee Gregory got red carded. Wednesday's Deli Bashiru scored two worldies, like two decent finishes. One last one was outside the box, maybe 30 yards out. That was a hell of a finish. Pompey managed to sign Colby Bishop, which was a bit of a saga because he looked like he was going to Blackpool at one point. Ended up going to Pompey, which is a very good signing. He was at Accrington last year, and he was a very good player. Whenever he came up against Ipswich, he was very tidy and looked good. And their new striker, Joe Pigott, who came from Ipswich, managed to set up 2 goals. So he might come good for Pompey. He wasn't all that at Ipswich, but a fresh start might do him well. And League Two, the thing that stood out for me was Bradford Donny, not for the scoreline, that was a 0-0 draw, so definitely not the scoreline there, but a one Lee Tomlin that you may remember for being a quite large bloke who turned into Lionel Messi on his day. Absolute hell of a player, but doesn't quite look like it. Maybe if Sam's got the clip on there you might be able to see, but yeah, if you follow the EFL you'll know who he is. He managed to get 2 yellow cards within the space of 30 seconds. The first one standing over a free kick, kicking it away. The second time he kind of done a similar thing. A bloke ran up from behind him, he decided to jump on the floor, and I think he got the second yellow for play acting or just being a knob really. So 2 yellow cards in 30 seconds, that's one to look out for. Yeah, we're going to kind of try keep these kind of videos going where we just look back at some of the key moments over the weekend, funny moments that stuck out for us. We'll talk Ipswich, Newcastle, I'm sure. Hopefully Sam will join me on some of these videos, get him involved, and we'll obviously talk about our bets. If you want to chat with us, you can follow us on our socials, pretty much Fat Lad Sports everywhere. Look out for more videos where we're going to put out our picks for this week. Premier League's back, so exciting times. Hope you have a good weekend, lads. Take care of yourselves and take care of your friends and family. See ya.